Okay, so for some, today is their graduation day. You remember on the 10th of October 2023, 90 slots were opened for elections. 90. 73 representatives from across the country. 15 senatorial seats were up for grabs from across the country. And a president and a vice presidential slots were also opened to be filled through elections, democratic elections in the country on the 10th of October 2023. For the 73 representative seats and 15 senatorial seats, they were filled between the 10th to the 22nd of October when the NEC announced final results for the first round. For the presidential and vice presidential seats, they were filled, that's the 14th of November 2023. So for some, today is graduation, or let me use the word majority. For majority, today is graduation day. They will be going to the ministerial complex to be certificated, and then subsequently, there will be induction of the newly elected senators and representatives. But for others, they will not be graduating today because their grades came under condition and scrutiny. Others have got legal cases ongoing. The most recent ones to be resolved by the NEC so far, with the possibility of going to the Supreme Court, is that of Momo Cyrus or Moses Scully versus Momo Cyrus and the NEC. That was adjudicated by the National Elections Commission, and Momo Cyrus, Senator-elect of Lofa County, he has been invited to participate and attend the certification ceremony today to be certificated. Anthony Williams, same. His case against, or Speaker Chambers' case against Anthony Williams, the NEC did rule in the favor of the pronounced winner, Anthony Williams, there in District Number 3, Maryland County. But wherever it is you're listening to us from, you're welcome. My name is Diamond Slang. I'll bring on my colleagues. Yekezi Zwogbe is here, as well as Lorena Honoré. Chokon Flama is already at the ministerial complex. He, Nelson Cole, and the rest of the team, they'll be bringing to you live coverage from the ministerial complex. Good morning to you. Yekezi, how are you this morning?
Good morning, Diamond, and good morning to everyone viewing and listening to us this morning. It's a pleasure to be here. Like you said, today is the end of the road for all of those who, won or were declared winners of the previous elections that we had, the October 10 elections. Unfortunately, for the presidency, the Unity Party has, has requested for postponement of the certification ceremony because the president-elect is out of the country and is in the United States. Yeah, so it's good to be here to follow up on what's going to be happening there today at the headquarters. Sorry, at the ministerial complex, not the headquarters of the National Elections Commission.
Thank you. Good morning to you, Lorena. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Damon. Good morning, Yagazi. Good morning to our audience, both on the radio and television, live, Spawn TV. Yes, Damon, like you rightly put it, people are going to be certificated. You see, education, when you go to school, it's not just about going to sit in a classroom and getting the education. You can learn all the book as long as they don't give you your diploma or your certificate. It is not legal. So it is a good thing to know that today some people will be legalized. I mean, like to say, yes, you own this position, it is yours legally, and that is why we are here.
Okay. By the way, you look beautiful. You look radiant.
Thank you, Chief. The way my face wet.
Yeah, but none for Yekezi. He can get his from. He can get his from the other side. But yes, as rightly stated by my colleagues, we've been following this process from the onset of campaigning through the election process to the runoff. And it's only fitting we bring you the certification ceremony, and you can rest assured that we are going to bring you the inauguration ceremony as well as the induction ceremonies of senator-elect and representatives-elect as well. We'll be following up. We'll bring you everything as we've been doing. So this is the Spoon Network. You need not go anywhere else.
Yep.
We are going to bring you all of what is going to be unfolding at the ministerial complex. So it is not at the headquarters of the NEC.
Yeah.
This certification ceremony is happening at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex, just a stone throw away, from our headquarters here in Congo Town as well. The place is crowded.
Yes, I saw them different. I mean, people being unified in different groups.
So you have 73 representatives, minus, I'm trying to get the full list of those who wouldn't be certificated as of today, because they have ongoing disputes that are being litigated, so they cannot be certificated. We'll bring you that list as well. But you have 73 representatives and 15 senators, minus the president and the vice president elect. That is not going to happen today. Now, everybody's coming with their supporters. Everybody coming with their supporters, and they're all uniform in different attires.
Yep.
So everybody coming with their people. This is a celebratory thing.
Exactly.
It's like a graduation ceremony, as we've done that analogy, trying to put it in our way. It's like a graduation ceremony. If you go to a graduation ceremony, each graduate comes with their family members,
friends,
relatives.
People come to celebrate. Don't be surprised. There will be parties all over.
There will definitely be parties. This is party number 2. Party number 1 was being declared the winner elect.
Yeah.
Party number 2, when you get your certification, you get your certificate, meaning you have no legal issues. The NEC has certified you as the winner. You can now, go for your induction. Then the induction again, another party. And we pray that after the 3 different parties, there wouldn't be neglect.
There wouldn't be what?
Neglect. Because this is when you see people will come around and celebrate and everything, but later they'll say, I'm calling for the abandoned district, so this person has abandoned us and all of these things. But it is a serious thing happening. And we'll bring you all of that. Let's see if we can bring Chokon Flammer on. Chokon again is having network issues. We will keep our eyes open. The team is going to be there. But let's talk about the makeup of the 55th legislature. We will not throw more light on the speakership and pro tempore elections to be held. But let's look at the makeup of the 55th legislature, beginning with the Senate. You can see 15 senators, minus Blebo Brown of Maryland County. Did Blebo go for no?
Blebo didn't go for re-election.
Blebo didn't go for re-election. Jim Tonola, also of Margibi, did not go for re-election. So all those who went for re-election, Prince Johnson, Nimba County was retained.
Sir Joseph,
Monserrato County, retained. Did Blebo Brown go for re-election, Yakazi?
No.
I'm trying to get...
No. Blebo Brown.
I'm trying to get the actual list.
Yeah,
but
myself.
He's from Maryland.
Yeah.
He's from Maryland.
I think he went for
re-election.
re-election.
Blebo Brown did go for re-election.
He did go. Yeah, he won.
He won. Blebo Brown did go for re-election.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah, so he was retained. And one more person was retained. Blebo Brown did go for re-election and he was retained. Yes, he did go for re-election and then he was retained. Yeah. Those who were not retained, if you look at that list, out of 15, so Jim Tonola did not go for re-election in Margibi County. Did Jim Tonola go for re-election?
No.
Let me get this list.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the list myself.
So, folks, we want to give you precise information. I have the entire list. So let me give you that fact before we can give you, information that wouldn't be factual. And you say, oh, yeah, we heard it from Spoon. So I have the whole list. Let me just go over it. We know those that were retained. Prince Johnson, Nimba County. Sir Joseph, Monserrato County. Yes, and we're trying to get the other 2. I'm sure there were 3 or so that were retained. So Nelson is calling in, he and his team. They're getting set. So let me get that full list for you so that we don't bring you information that is going to be conflicting. Those who were retained, those who did not get re-elected. We want to give you that full list so that we can be on point with the information that we are going to give you. All right. So the list is here. Somebody also just sent it in the group as a comment. Love to tell you thank you. All right. So for the House of Representatives, Yekazi, we had the CDC has got 26 out of the 73 seats. The CDC. The UP has got 10 out of the 73 seats. 19 independent candidates won. The CPP, 6 out of the 73 seats. The MDR, 4 out of 73. The PUP, 2 out of 73. The MPC, 2 out of 73 seats. And the MPC, 1 out of 73 seats. The ALP, 1 out of 73 seats. The NDC, 1 out of 73 seats. The LRP, 1 out of 73 seats. Vote, 1 out of 73 seats. And LENU, 1 out of 73 seats. So these are the senators that were retained. Sir Joseph, CDC, Montserrado County, retained. Prince Wild Johnson, MDR, Nimba County, retained. Blebo Brown, he did go for re-election, and from the CDC, and he was retained. And Albert Chie from Grand Crew County, who's the current Senate pro tempore, and others have said we should start labeling him as the outgoing Senate pro tempore. From Grand Crew County, he was retained. So yes, there were 4 senators who went for re-election out of the 14, because one person didn't go for re-election, and they all lost. So these are the newly elected senators. J. Alex Tyler of Bombing County, he defeated Morris G. Setoma of Bombing County. Johnny K. Pei, an independent candidate, replaced Henrique Tokpa of Bong County. Amara M. Kone, independent, replaced Daniel Nathan, deceased. May his soul rest in peace. When he was alive, he was also going for re-election, and he passed, sadly. May his soul rest in peace. So Amara Kone, has replaced the late Senator Daniel Nathan, Sr. of Papolu County. Besonga Milton Finley, Grand Bassa, he's been given a second pass to the Senate. Remember, he was defeated in 2014, right? 2014 or so. Was it 2014 or
no, not 2020. 2020 during the senatorial midterm election.
Yes. Besonga was defeated in
Grand Bassa by Young Blikanga Lawrence.
Was it 2020?
Yeah, the 2020 midterm election.
Okay. So he was defeated. Okay, 2020, he tried to make a comeback.
Yeah. That was when he resigned?
Yes, he tried to make a comeback. But wasn't Besonga defeated before the 2017 election?
He was.
He
was defeated before
2014. That was when Besonga was defeated. Because I remember that he was vying to be the vice standard bearer to Joseph Yuman Boyka of the Unity Party. So he was defeated in 2014.
Yeah, and he was also defeated 2020.
Yes, he was defeated in 2020, but 2014 he was defeated.
Yeah.
He was defeated in 2014. Yes. So he's making a comeback to the Senate after being defeated in 2014. Yeah. He tried and he was defeated in 2020, but he was defeated in 2014 as well. So Besonga Milton Finley is also making a comeback. He's replacing Jonathan Kaipe. Momoti Saros, who just got his letter on yesterday. He just got his invite yesterday. So the thing about Besonga and Jonathan Kaipe is Jonathan Kaipe defeated Besonga in 2014. then Besonga came back to defeat him in 2023. Yeah. So that they defeated the defeater. and the defeater came back to defeat the defeated. So that's the story of Besonga Milton Finley and the outgoing Senator Jonathan Kaipe of Grand Bassa County. Then you have we mentioned Momoti Saros, right? Yeah. Then we have Vabla M. Daba Vabla. She's been trying in Cape Mount. She's tried a lot in Cape Mount. I remember she contested again in the 2020 senatorial election midterm, and she lost to the guy who was defeated. What's his name? They shot Watson, Victor Watson.
Yeah, Victor Watson.
Yeah, Victor Watson. Victor Watson defeated Daba Vabla, and he won the seat there. And then she again came out back. Yes, to defeat. So Victor Watson had a very short stint in the Senate.
Yeah.
He was defeated by Simeon Taylor. Simeon Taylor defeated Victor Watson in a senatorial midterm election because Victor Watson replaced the late Senator Dagose. When Senator Dagose passed away from Grand Cape Mount County, that was when Victor Watson won that senatorial by-election in Cape Mount to take him to the senatorial midterm election, and then he lost to Simeon Taylor. So Daba Vapla has now been elected as senator of Grand Cape Mount County. So who again? Thomas Yaya Nimley massively defeated Marshall Dennis of Grand Jida County. And Thomas Yaya Nimley has also been trying in Grand Jida over the years, from senatorial candidate to representative candidate. He kept losing, and now he has won. He's now senator-elect of Grand Jida County to be in the Senate with Zoe Emmanuel Peno. So we see the hall. We want to bring you images from the hall as we're giving you this list. Nelson Cole and his team. The Chokon Flammer is also outside of the hall. They will be bringing us coverage from both within and outside of the ministerial complex as well. All right, it's all being set up there. Nathaniel F. McGill, Margibi County, replaced Jim Tonola of Margibi. Okay. Francis S. Dopo massively defeated outgoing Senator Komine Wise of River G County. Bill T. Twari massively defeated Senator Francis Pay of Riverside County. Creighton O. Duncan, who hopped from being a representative to becoming a senator. Creighton O. Duncan, a one-time representative, he only has spent 6 years in the House of Representatives, and he contested for the senatorial seat there in Sino, and he defeated Milton Tieji. So Creighton O. Duncan is the senator-elect of Sino County. Sir Joseph retained Monserrado, Ebola hero. Prince Y. Johnson, MDR, Nimba County, retained. Brown J. Blebo, CDC, Maryland, retained. And Albert Chie, if you want to call him the outgoing Senate Pro Tempore or the current Senate Pro Tempore, he's also being retained there. But let's look at the makeup. And as we're getting images from the hall, I'll start with you, Lorena. With the passing of Senator Daniel Neten, he was going for re-election as well. So you want to qualify him as going for re-election.
Yeah.
And sadly, he passed. The abstinence of Jim Tonola, so 2. 13 out of 15 went for re-election. And only 4 were retained.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say?
It says to you that Liberians are tired putting in people that will not deliver. You know, I hear Liberians saying, even we put you there, you don't deliver, you don't give us what we want, we're taking you from there. We are one term, we don't care now. Because we feel that Liberians are stupid people. Let me just say, you know, they say we one-sided, narrow-minded. We can just lay one side, we just follow the group. All of these senators that were defeated, they regret now. And those that are going there, they better deliver. Because if not, the people will definitely vote against you in the next election.
The falling of the dry leaf is a warning to the young green one.
Exactly. That's why it is. That is the parable, Diamond. If people elect you, the reason why they elected you is based on your campaign promises. And then most of them, when they get in, they don't, deliver what they promised the people. And because you don't deliver what you promised the people, they will definitely vote against you because there are other people sitting there waiting to just run against you. And once these people come and say, look, we are coming to deliver what we are promising, the people will bring them in. And if you go there too, so don't think, oh, the people love me, that's why they, elected me. The people want promises to be delivered. You told them, this is what I'm going to do for you. You get there, you forget it, people. And one thing we should remember too, most of the times they're trucking. Are some of the reasons why most of our senators and representatives don't deliver. Because it's like the person had to pay you to come and vote for them. That's why you see later on people start calling and saying, oh, they are calling from the abandoned district. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't I abandon the district? I had to pay, use all of my resources, credit, borrow money just to get into that seat. At times when these senators and representatives get there, They have to pay their debts, and then they don't look back. Most of them, let me tell you, Liberians, most Liberians are like that. We ask for this thing, we beg for it, we push for it. As soon as we get it, we are content. We are no longer interested in delivering. And that is why you see most of our senators are not being re-elected. Now we have new senators coming in. And it's a warning to these new senators, as you said, as you gave the parable about the leaves. Come in and you don't do what the people say or what you ask, what you
You can hear me?
they will definitely not vote for you.
Let me just hold you there and bring on Nelson. Nelson Colette, good morning. If you're hearing us, kindly respond. We're there in the hall, the main theater of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. Good morning to you, Nelson.
Yeah, good morning, Diamond, and good morning to the folks across Liberia. Am I clear? Am I okay? Is my
You're loud
audio
and clear.
quality
Go
good?
ahead. You're loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, so it is a promising day here at the EJS, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex here in Congo Town, where we are reporting to you from right now, Diamond. And of course, as you are aware, the today happens to be the certification of a political, let's say, representative and senatorial candidates from different political parties that participated in the 2023 general and presidential election. So it's an awesome day here at Diamond, and the atmosphere is a very unique one. Lots of activities going on, and of course, as I speak to you, what I see is the entry of different political parties, representatives, senators, and representatives elect. As we even made our way here in the hall of, in the theater of the ministerial complex, we saw the entry of the representatives and senator, sorry, representatives and senator elect, and also here is the seven board of commissioners. All seven board of commissioners are already seated, and Liberians who are already in the hall are awaiting the arrival of other representatives and senators elect, as well as other individuals here. Am I clear? Am I okay, Diamond?
Yeah, Nelson, you're very clear. As you stated, all of the members of the NEC Board of Commissioners are seated. You've seen the arrival of political party representatives as well as senator elects and representatives elect as well. Can you give us some of those who are to be certificated that are currently seated there? We just want to deal with the inside of the hall, and we'll have Chokon Flama, who's outside of the EJS ministerial complex, to tell us what the scene is outside.
Okay, great, Diamond. And just before I go there, as per what we have in the program sheet here for today's activity, we have the listing of the different candidates that will be certificated today. As we go on, I'm going to take you through the listing. But as per what I see, talking about the number of representatives and senator elect who are already seated in the hall, Diamond, we have Representative Fonati Kofat, one of the big names when it comes to those wanting to become Speaker of the 55th Legislature. Representative Fonati Kofat is here. He's seated. I see Senator Sir Joseph of Montserrado County. He's also here seated. I see the representative elect of Riverside County, former NPA Managing Director Bill Torre. He's already seated here, and as well as other lawmakers right in this segment of the
So the
EJS
CDC boys are sitting
ministerial.
by each other. Is that what you're saying? Because I see Senator-elect Bill Twari in conversation with Senator-elect, still
Certainly,
Senator of Montserrado County, Sir Joseph. So they're
cer-
sitting together.
certainly, certainly, and I also see the representative elect of District 8, Priesthood of the Unity Party. He's seated. Representative Richard Kuhn of the of District 11, and who also happens to be the Unity Party candidate in the pending election for the speakership. Is also here, and several lawmakers. Several representatives and senators from different counties, they've already made their way. But as we speak, Diamond, There are others who are still making their way at this facility. As you see on camera, the hall is not full to capacity yet, though we have the 7 board of commissioners all seated, and other lawmakers or representatives elect are seated. I see Representative Papa Kole of Bone County. He's just trying to make his way in, and there are other lawmakers as well who are making their way here at this facility. They are coming in their numbers, and we were just told by the deputy communications person from the National Elections Commission that at 15 minutes to 11, this program will be starting. And I think it's that way because we are still awaiting the arrival of several representatives elect and senators elect here at this very important program. So that's what the atmosphere is like. And as you hear in the background, Diamond, is what you hear in the background is a live performance by a choir singing Liberia will be saved. And it's a whole different atmosphere here today, Diamond. It's a historic day for Liberia, seeing another democratic transition, the second democratic transition in post-war Liberia, from one democratically elected government to another democratically elected government. It's a beautiful atmosphere here today, right at the EJS Ministerial Complex, Diamond.
So Nelson, before I go to Trocon Flammer, who's outside the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex, I know your choir is singing Liberia will be saved, but
Yeah.
if we look at the physical expressions of those who are to be certificated today, and also those they came with, how is the separation like? Are this? I'm seeing them sitting solo, sitting alone, those who will be certificated, and their families at the back. How is it done? Because usually people come with others, especially their spouses, to these kind of events. How is it done? The sitting arrangement.
Okay, so what I see here is that the hall is divided into segments here, Diamond. So this portion of the hall, like what we saw during the the announcement of provisional results at the National Elections Commission, this segment of the hall, as you see on the front row, is dedicated to our diplomatic partners and some of the diplomatic missions, those observation missions in Liberia that have been part of this process from the very start. So as per the protocol here, this is the segment that is dedicated to them. Now, if you move on the other side of the hall, as you see here, rated on at this particular segment, you see this portion is for the senators elect. All right. So this is where the senators elect will be seated. As you see, some of them are already seated. But what I see here, Diamond, is that it's not just for senators elect. I see some representatives are equally in this very portion of the hall.
So are
And
you
then on
saying
the
they're not
far
following the
at
sitting
the far end,
arrangement?
you have. Oh yes, that's what it is. Because this portion, this segment is intended for the senators elect, but you know that the former NPA boss, for example, I see other lawmakers here, like Representative Funati Kova. He's not a senator, but he's seated in this segment of
Just a quick correction,
the
Nelson. Just a quick correction.
yeah.
Bill Twari is a senator elect. So
Yeah,
if
he's
he's
a senator
sitting,
elect. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I actually meant Representative Funati Kofa. You see him seated there right next to not too far from Senator Prince Johnson. He's seated in this segment of the hall. And the family, the relatives, and other people who have come, they are all already also seated at the far end there. But Diamond,
okay.
from all
So let
indications,
me just
it
hold
appears
you
that the
quickly,
program
just for a
is
minute, Nelson.
about
Let me
to
hold you
start.
for a minute and bring on Trocon Flammer, who's outside of the
But
hall for us
Diamond,
to get.
before you go, Diamond, just before you go, from all indication, the program has started. The program here has started. Uh, so,
So we'll just take your
uh,
feed.
yeah,
We'll
sure,
just take your feed.
certainly.
We'll forget going to Trocon at this moment. So
Yes.
Lorena, NEC, the official certification ceremony for the winners of the October 10th presidential and general elections in our country is underway. It has started. We're live from the ministerial complex, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex, the theater there. Spoon Network coverage. We're across several radio stations and TV stations relaying us across our area. So let's join the official program right now.
It's time to all these rise as we welcome to the podium the pastor of the Life Central Church, Holy Pastor of our. Let us pray. We thank you this morning for this program. We thank you for your grace upon our nation. We thank you, Father, as we have gathered today, that you will continue to bless us. You will continue to keep us united as a nation, and your love, peace, and understanding will reign in this country. Thank you for all of us who have gathered for this program in Jesus' name. God bless you. Thank you very much for all these seats. Let us pray to the Royal Community Mass for this action. The Royal Community Mass Choir, this action. Only the sheet is taking. Only the sheet is taking. You're not taking the order. So, okay, okay.
Rejoin Nelson and his team as that choir performance is ongoing. Let's bring on Trokon Flammer, who's currently outside of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. Trokon, good morning to you.
Good morning, Damo, and good morning to the peace-loving people of Nigeria.
How is it like outside of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex as the official certification ceremony is currently underway in the theater there?
Yeah, Damo, as per the itinerary before me, but now should be the arrival of guests, and the guests include stakeholders like the media, civil society organizations, the traditional leaders, and also those who were elected will be arriving, and also officials of the National Elections Commission to be arriving by now. And that is what happening here. They are arriving gradually, and we continue to see lawmakers elect senators-elect are also arriving here with supporters in their numbers.
When you say supporters in their numbers, are they accompanying these vehicles that have on board their representatives and senators elect? How colorful do they look out there? I'm talking about the various sets and groups of supporters, Trokan.
Damo, the euphoria here is quite incredible as per those who are elected. They arrive with their supporters, 2-3 persons as per the protocol, because the entire place is not, the hall is not large enough for you to have all those who were elected to have that supporter in there. So you're taking along with you about 2 persons, and the rest of the people are outside, left outside. Some are chanting political slogans outside, and the traditional troops here also dancing and all of that. So it's a colorful event outside of the main hall here at the ministerial complex in Concord Town.
Okay. Talking about colorful, have you seen people wearing party paraphernalia, party t-shirts and all of these things?
Absolutely, that is not allowed here as per the protocol. No, nobody here wearing party paraphernalia or maybe even a party vehicle bearing the emblem of the party allowed in here. Absolutely. But as per those who were elected, the parties they were elected, the ticket they were elected on, you know exactly which party the person comes from and who are those supporters behind the president.
Let's talk about the presence of law enforcement. I passed by the EJS ministerial complex about 30 minutes ago, and I did see the presence of the LNP joint security, as well as a parked, what we can call a water truck, the water cannon vehicle is also there. Tell us about the presence of security and the effect of this program on traffic around the 540 area there.
Exactly like you said, the security presence here is huge. The joint security can be seen everywhere. The Liberia National Police, the Liberia Police Support Unit, the Immigration Service, they are all here present, showing that this place is quite, secure. Like you may know, Damon, there are other cases still at the National Elections Commission electoral cases. So security here, they are concerned about those supporters. Maybe they might just come here. In terms of traffic, the traffic is also moving gradually on the Tottenham Boulevard, but not expected for the traffic to be, smooth normally. But the traffic is moving gradually, and I can say traffic is still here at the ministerial complex.
Banners being displayed, part of the color there. Have you seen banners from various groups, in support of their candidates who are now senators and representatives elect, or that is not allowed as well?
Damon, like I said, that is not allowed here, but you can see opposition lawmakers with their supporters. You can see ruling party lawmakers having supporters. Also, independent lawmakers, they are also here supporters. Civil society groups are also here, and the lawmakers here arriving. One of those eye-catching moments for the arrival of guests and lawmakers here was the time when the senator-elect of Riverside County, Honorable Bill Tuawe, arrived, and he was cross-examined by the journalists here, and Damon. Hello?
Yeah, you're still live. Go ahead, Trokon.
That's when he was asked about his position. People are calling for him to not actually take his seat due to the sanction and all of that. And he described the statement as reckless. He said that he will not sit and watch any pay agent to ruin his chances of serving the people of Riverside County.
Okay. All right, Chokon. We're trying to reconnect with our team in the hall there. We'll reconnect with you. Have you seen Nathaniel McGill from Margibi County? Has he arrived?
Senator-elect Nathaniel McGill has not arrived, but the Senator-elect of Bond County, Johnny Quinn, just arrived. A couple of other senators, Senator Joseph of Motorado County, he has also arrived. A couple of other famous lawmakers, and also the current deputy speaker just arrived not too long. He's also in the house. Now, one of the shocking moments here, Diamond, is that Senator Prince Johnson arrived here along with the representative elect of District 6 Nima County. That is the chairman of the CPP, Musa Hassan Belete, and they both men were seen laughing, disembarking their vehicle together and moving in.
Well, they came with the same vehicle, or they were back to back?
They were back to back. They arrived together, like they came together because the two vehicles arrived on the compound here and they disembarked the vehicle together. And Senator Prince Johnson moved over to the representative elect, shook his hand, talked on his back, and they walked together. They were chit-chatting, laughing, like no election, like they never had any bitter pills, you know.
Okay.
So
right,
they went together in the hall.
Let me just
so we are
hold
still
you there.
here, Diamond, and waiting the arrival of guests as the entire event continues.
Okay. So Chokon Flaman there. Let's now reconnect with Nelson and his team in the hall. Remember, there is network connectivity issue in the theater there of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex, but we'll do our best to bring you the full program. Nelson and his crew, please work on your audio. We're not getting audio from you guys. Please, good. All right. So we'll try another method to bring you audio quality from the
with 88 winning seats in the legislature. Many thanks to the temporary and permanent staff of NEC, who spent tireless hours to ensure that the 10th October 2023 elections were conducted as prescribed by law. Thanks to the Minister of Justice and Chair of the National Steering Committee on Elections, under whose direction the Joint Security worked to ensure the enabling environment for the conduct of the elections, and under whose leadership the international, regional, and local support to the Commission was galvanized towards a successful completion of these elections. Special thanks go to the international, regional, and local communities for their material and technical support to the National Elections Commission, which of course led to the successful conclusion of the 10th October 2023 general election. Finally, our sincere thanks go to the Liberian people, most especially those who exercised their franchise during these elections. And of course, thanks to all Liberians, including you, assembled here, for your peaceful conduct of the elections. We all look forward to sustaining this peace beyond the certification of winners of the 10th October 2023 elections. On behalf of the Board of Commissioners and in my own name and that of the staff of the Elections Commission, we say thank you.
I'd like to say thanks for the chairperson of the National Election Commission. We'll go back to the Monrovia Community Mass Choir for another selection, please. Just one more.
All right, folks, we'll keep doing our best to bring you video from the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. That is the theater. The network connectivity issue there is terrible, to be honest with you. And we're doing our best. That particular hall, within that hall, there is a serious challenge when it comes to internet connection. But we'll keep the audio rolling through because we're routing that through another means. And our team will try again to bring you video. If that doesn't work, we'll find an alternative means of making sure we bring you the entire program there. So ongoing now is a performance from the mass choir. And we do beg your indulgence. This is far beyond our control. The issue of network connectivity within the theater of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Conference Hall. That's the theater there of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. It's very, 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 very terrible. And that's a fact, and we're working on that.
Thank you.
All right, folks. We apologize. We're trying to reconnect with our team there. Again, the network connectivity issue within the theater of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex is a serious challenge. It is a serious challenge, and we are doing our best to make sure we bring you this program live from the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex, the theater there, the ongoing certification ceremony of winners of the October 10th general and presidential elections in the country. The chairperson of the NEC, Madam Deviata Brown Lasana, just made a statement thanking Liberians, thanking those who participated, the international community, and those who served as temporary NEC staff and even their permanent staff as well. Everybody included in making sure that the elections in our country by and large was a success. So we're doing our best. Again, we exhausting all options available to us. It is far beyond our control. The network connectivity issue within the theater of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. That is a huge challenge. So we're doing our best. We're trying to reconnect with our team. Yes, with our team to bring you that particular program as it's ongoing. There's still a musical performance by the choir there, and before they're done, hopefully we will reconnect with our guys. So let's take a short musical break as we do the connection in making sure we bring you that program. So stick and stay. Let's work on this to make you have a listen in and to view what's happening at the certification ceremony.
Okay. So we'll be shown by Prince Jeremy Johnson, FCR. The second independence report. The difference here for Thank you, Madam Chairperson and members of the Senate for the certification. We now move back to the Monrovia Mass Choir or Community Mass Choir for this election. I hope they are prepared for now. They will not be until Judgment Day. Those senators who are
All right, folks. Due to internet connectivity problem, we are unable, as of this moment, to bring you pictures from the theater of the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. Again, as I've been saying over and over and over, the network connectivity in that particular part of the ministerial complex is very terrible, and we've exhausted almost all means of making you see what is unfolding within the hall. But we'll be bringing you the audio component of the program as it's ongoing, so that those of you listening to us via the radio and those of you watching Spoon TV can get the audio component of what is happening in the hall. If we cannot bring you visual and audio visual, we can bring you the audio component as well, and we're doing our best to make sure that too will be uninterrupted. So the list of senator-elect has been mentioned. They have been given their certificates as per the official program. So we'll go over that list for you. Wehe Johnny, independent, Bon County, won with 78,122 votes. Bapolu County, Senator-elect Kone Amara Mohammed, independent, winning with 11,651 votes. Grand Bassa, you have Finlay Besonga M, independent, 55,629 votes. You have Grand Jide Nimle Thomas Yaya, LRP, 18,313 votes. You have Grand Crew Chie Albert Tube, CDC, 25,861 votes. Lofa, you have Cyrus Momo T, independent. Remember Momo Cyrus just on yesterday, the 7th of December, got his invitation, having won the case filed by Moses Colley of the CDC. Whether Moses Colley will be taking an appeal to the Supreme Court of Liberia. Momo T. Cyrus has been certificated as of this morning, winning with 37,621 votes. Margibi County, you have McGill Nathaniel F, CDC, 52,934 votes. Monserrado County, Joseph Sahardi, CDC, 375,392 votes. Nimba Johnson Prince Yomi, MDR, 128,437 votes. River G Dopo Francis Saide II, Independent, 10,104 votes. Riverside County, Twawe Bill Tie, CDC, 12,780. And Sino County, Duncan Creighton O of the CDC, 20,470 votes. All of these winners have been certificated. They are now senators that have been certificated. They will be inducted. Once they inducted, the senator proper. So they are still senator elects, having won. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 out of 15 senators have been certificated, leaving out 3 counties that still have disputes that have still been unresolved by the NEC. So we don't see Bummy because Alex Tyler and Adama Soko Dolly, they've got an issue, and that has not been resolved by the NEC. So we don't see Bummy. We see Bong. Yeah, Bapolu is here. Amara Kone has been certificated. So looking at the list of counties, Yekezi, as you go through, let's see which counties have been omitted. All right. Yeah, so Lorena is going to speak with Nelson off air and see what is Maryland. So you don't see Maryland. So J. Blabo Brown, there is a dispute in Maryland. So those are the 2 counties. Yeah. Bummy and Maryland. Because one that there are 13 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you should read one more. Yeah, one more. One more. So which county can you point out that is not there? So we have Sino. We have Riverside. We have River G. We have Nimba, Montserrado, Margibi, Lofa, Grand Crew. Have you seen Grand Cape Mount? No. Grand Cape Mount is not there. So those are the 3 counties. Maryland, Grand Cape Mount, and Bummy. Yes. So those 3 counties, those senators have not been certificated. So let's rejoin the program and see if there is still a performance ongoing. Again, we apologize that you're not seeing the visual component. It is due to the very terrible network situation there within the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex. That is the... Yes, Lorena, go ahead.
At the Ministerial Complex, the network is bad when it comes to Lone Star. So the orange is what is active there. So we need to get in contact with Ernest on his orange so that we'll be able to see what is going on at the Ministerial Complex.
All right, folks. So you've heard it. We're making technical adjustments. Again, Lorena and the team will be here as we're trying to make sure we bring you the best quality as to what is happening. So let's see if we can switch to another network to bring you the visual component. So we'll just play a short musical break to reconnect with our team, and we'll get back to you in a minute. All right, folks. We're doing our best to get you the audio component. Nelson and his team are going to make sure that we get the audio. Right now, what is happening at the theater there within the theater is the certification process of representatives elect, and we want to make sure we bring you the audio component as we're doing our best to bring you visuals.
Please follow Johnson Jr. Secondly, John will follow. So the social practice of overnight county, so we move the legislative ground to the county, being to master agency, we follow our county policy, independent,
Yellow, the subscriber you are trying to reach is currently on another call. Please hold. Yellow, the subscriber you are trying to reach is currently on.